Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get started on our blue belt when the Saints go marching in. Now, before we get started on this, we have to review just a couple of things. First of all, double check your time signature. It says 4/4. That's 4 beats in a measure, and the quarter note gets 1 beat. But if you'll notice in this very first measure, there are only 3 quarter notes. So that's not a full measure, right? This thing right here. Yeah. We're going to start backwards. We're going to give this one a 4. It's going to be 3, and that's going to be 2. Do you remember what we learned about the pickup measure back a couple of belts ago? Oh, yeah. Hey, check it out. On this last measure, you have a beat 1. That's your pickup measure. They picked it up from the beginning, that pickup beat. They picked it up from the beginning, they put it onto the end, or they picked it up from the end and they moved these 3 at the beginning. But either way, it starts with 2, 3, and 4. Now we have another concept, and so first of all, we have a whole note in the very next measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, but it leads us into this new concept over here. You've got a quarter note, but there's this loveliness right here, this tie. That's what it's called when you have 2 notes that are hooked together with a curved line, and they're the same note, they have the same letter name. It's called a tie. If you go down here, it explains what it is. A tie is a curved line which connects notes of the same pitch. Only the first note is played, and then it is held for the total value of the connected notes. When they say only the first note is played, you're actually playing both notes. You're just not going to tongue the second one. You just let it keep going for the second one. So, for example, here we have we have a dotted half note, which gets 3 beats, 1, 2, 3, tied to a half note, which gets 2 beats, 1, 2. So the new rhythm here gets 5 whole beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or what's easier is just take this one over to 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So over here we have what we're actually dealing with. We have a whole note which gets 4 beats. Hey, look, they wrote it down there with 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. Tied over to a quarter note that gets 1, so the whole thing gets 5 beats. Okay? Got to remember that. We come back up here, so we've got our 1, 2, 3, 1. Just remember that you are holding this tie. It's very important, okay? Now, we have a breath mark, and then we keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on those half notes. Make sure you pay attention to that. We just came off of those quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Off. 1, breathe. Sorry. 2, 3, and then 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, 2. Wow, I cannot draw today. 2, 3. Don't forget our dotted half note from the purple belt gives us 3 beats, and then beat 4 is over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Down on the next line, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie it over to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. All one big thing. All right, that's the counting for our new song. Go work with that a minute, maybe even write it into your own part, and we'll come back for tizzling later.